Good morning. Welcome back. This is your reading for Sunday, April 21st. Hope you guys are doing really well. I forgot for yesterday to talk about the fact that we had the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction exact. It's been building up for months, so we've been feeling it. But anyway, it's a wonderful opportunity for breaking free on all levels. Jupiter's so healing, and Uranus is about freedom. Yeah. So, and I did a video on that. So we have the Hierophant. If you know your birth chart, well, whether you do or not, listening to the first 40 or 45 minutes will give you the flavor of what the big transit's all about. But if you know your chart, you can, I did a big section on how it'll play out for you based on what house it'll land in. So that's pretty cool. Ooh, two majors. So we have the Hierophant, and then we have the High Priestess flanking the Ace of Wands. Okay, so on the most simplistic level, the Hierophant is our card of laws. It's also a card of teaching. It's our card for teachers. This is possibly, if you are a teacher, you might be feeling a little tired. Morning might be good, but then midway, or you might feel like you need a nap. Maybe you can get a nap in somehow in between. Lunch and a 5-minute nap. I used to be surprised how restful I could, how much rest I could get in with 5 minutes of laying on my massage table back in the day when I did massage for a living. Like in between clients. Like, who would think that just laying down flat for 5 minutes would be so resting or so restful? And it was. Now, with other meanings, possibly with a Hierophant, when it's upright, this can be the group that you identify with. This can be conforming to traditions. It's most of all our card of belief systems. That's why we have the keys down here. It's like, back in the day when this deck was created, and even prior to that, way back, like, let's just go way back. Of course, we had religious figures, religious leaders who they held the key. So we had like the Pope that held the key to what other people wanted to learn about, but also the keys to the kings and the other leaders. Not a good combination, right? We're supposed to have the separation of church and state. Well, back in those days, they did not. And in some countries, they still don't, right? So anyway, when it's upright, it is about conforming to these rigid rules. This card is ruled by Taurus, and those are principles, principles that you hold your faith firmly to. But we can use it as knowing the deeper meaning is about that we learn, like the real truth, the keys to our freedom is knowing that we are our own inner authority, that we don't need a middleman in order to come into our inner integrity. We all have our morals. If no one ever wrote a book or said anything about it, we would know it's not cool to hurt other people. And when you're evolved and you hurt someone else, you feel their pain. So, why would we need this guy to tell us what to do, right? We don't. We just don't. So there's, a challenge as to maybe in the morning you feel like you have to fit in. Now, if you have a wonderful relationship with a religious person, or you have a wonderful relationship with teachers, like I love teachers myself. Hats off, man. Hardest workers on the planet, just about, I think, or teachers and nurses, definitely. Teachers, nurses, policemen, firefighters, all of those. well, you can work hard no matter what you do, but when it comes to the energy in this card, it is, that daily kind of grind where you're trying to uphold what is the right way to go. This could even be a person who works for the government, because, of course, this would be a government leader. So now, on another level, maybe this is a government leader that goes down, or the status quo, because the Hierophant, one of the keywords for the Hierophant is all about the status quo. Maybe the status quo goes down, gets smacked by spiritual law. The High Priestess, my goodness, to have both of these flanking. The High Priestess is our card for, the mysteries of the higher powers, right? I mean, she's definitely of a higher power than he is. But he's not going to ever tell her that, right? I mean, she comes before the Empress and the Emperor. She comes before the mom and the dad, right? This is your higher self. So I think what the main message here is, and again, this could be a message that's good for any day, but it's all about trusting your intuition and knowing that that is your inner authority, that is as close as you are to all of your feelings. And no matter if there's a delay in whatever needs to get done today, or you just don't have the energy to keep going, and maybe you're having to stay silent and kind of hold your tongue in the face of somebody who's maybe you're actually listening to maybe you're on a Zoom meetup or some other, or maybe you're in school, or you're listening to a professor or listening to a teacher, and your energy is low because their energy is low, and you're feeling it, but you can't say anything about it, right? Or they're in a conforming, they're in a place of just, like I said, stuck in the status quo and conforming no matter what. And that's not your belief system at all, but you're having to get through the class because, you want that certificate, right? Or whatever it is. Yeah. Or you just don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. It could be that too. So anyway, your higher self always holds the answer no matter what. So, okay. Take good care, you guys. Bye.